forward. We did have some injuries in the game. Patrick Lucas, a true freshman, he tore his Achilles. He'll be done for the year. Have surgery on Thursday. He did not play in all 4 games, so he'll be able to keep his red shirt. So moving forward, Ryder Anderson will also have surgery on Thursday. Looking forward to 6 weeks, but we'll know more after the surgery. Jonathan Haynes tweaked his ankle. He'll be day to day. Matt Corral, he looked better this morning. Still, I'm going to be anxious to see him throw on Tuesday, so I'll be able to tell you more Wednesday as far as the rest goes. But we'll know more when he gets back out there. I think he'll be able to throw starting on Tuesday, but I don't think it's right to give you an evaluation now until he gets out there and actually goes. But really excited to be coming home. Homecoming. It's an evening game. We're going to honor Patrick Willis, so I expect this to be a great crowd. And this is a huge game for us. Got a lot of respect for Coach Mason at Vanderbilt. Keyshawn Vaughn is one of the premier backs in our league. They run around and play really hard on defense, so I've been impressed watching them on tape. But this is a huge game for us, and looking forward to a great atmosphere at Vaughn Hemingway on Saturday.
All right, raise your hand when you'd like to. We'll start with Harrison Clark.
Matt, you mentioned Patrick Willis. Is there anything in the works to honor Devin Snead?
Yeah, I mean, they had the funeral yesterday, and Keith went over there, and but just it's anytime that you have a player that put on the uniform that you did, and something like that happens. So I think we'll do something. There'll be something in the works to honor him.
Scotty Phillips' rushing numbers have been down a little bit the last 2 games. What do you see going on there?
You know what? I think it's just more of a running back by committee. You know, getting Jerry involved. You saw they all had that 10 to 12 carry number, and they're all staying fresh, and they're all being effective. So I think it's less about something that Scotty's doing wrong, and more about us just getting more people involved and staying fresh.
Matt, to continue to do well against the run, when do you get to the point though where you say, maybe we need one less in the box, or you know, I mean, because this coverage thing is really killing you right now.
Yeah, so, and again, sometimes it's not always about having one less in the box, it's about playing proper technique. And some of those we are playing coverage and you miss a tackle. So, I mean, it's different things on different plays. And then, you know, some of the time you do play coverage and you don't get there, and, you know, he's sitting back there holding the ball, so you feel like you got to get some pressure so they don't have to cover as long. So it's a different combination, but the whole key is us cleaning up the little details, because we can be better. There's some things that we can fix. Some of the one-on-ones that happen, you can't fix those, but there is some things that we can fix. That's what you have to do moving forward.
Matt, if Matt is healthy and able to go, do you have an idea of how you might use Plumlee? Did he show enough of his feet?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you know, he definitely did enough. You're going to see him no matter what happens. But again, you got to see Matt go out there and do it before you start making decisions.
You talked a little bit at the beginning about wanting to get better at fixing on 3rd downs, getting off the field. What are some of the fixes that you think are doable this week?
You know, I just go out there and execute. You know, 2 of their touchdowns came on 3rd downs, and you know, if you can get off the field there, you go to halftime, and you make it a 4-quarter game, and it just kind of snowballs once there at the end of the 2nd quarter. But you know, find a way to get the pressure. We came clean one time, free. We didn't make the sack, and then there was one time we were there and we didn't make the tackle. It's just those little things that make it the plays when we're there. A lot of the time we are there, we just got to make the play, but there's some things that we can do better. Just the attention to detail. But again, 3rd down showed up 2 games in a row now, so I think that's important to fix.
Do you grade what you saw from John Rice kind of on a bit of a sliding scale, because first start at Alabama in those conditions?
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously a tough thing to do, is get your first start in Tuscaloosa. I was very, very proud about it. It wasn't even an issue with the pre-snap and communication, all the stuff that you think with a freshman quarterback. None of that stuff was an issue. The moment didn't look too big for him. So I was excited about all that moving forward. We were able to run the ball effectively, and that's a good thing. I don't know if we've rushed for that many yards against them in a long time. So I was pleased with a lot of the things they did.
Matt, the kicking game, which equated into just great field position for Alabama in the 2nd quarter, really how things got out of hand. I mean, talk a little bit about that, what you got to do to clean it up.
Yeah, there was the punt. Our punt team in particular didn't play very well. You know, Waddle was a great returner, so the plan was to kick it out of bounds or kick it very close to the sideline. And one of them, we kicked it in the middle of the field, and that's what he does. So we just, you know, again, we gotta execute better in that if we wanna, you know, wanna win close games. The block, we just gave a penetration in the shield, and the shield got knocked back into the punt. So you just gotta take them on and not get knocked back.
Does Neil remind you of anyone y'all faced so far at quarterback?
I mean, it's hard to say. He's a guy that's a transfer. He's a good player, got a lot of experience. Maybe Garbers from Cal, maybe is similar, but he's accurate. He gets the ball out. He's got the leading returning receiver in the SEC. So he's they got a really good running back, so they can do both. That's the challenge they present because they got a good running game and they have some good play actions. They got some tight ends they can get the ball to, and they got a very good receiver. So they have the ability to score some points for sure.
I know it was just really late. It was just late in the game. Tisdale looked good on some of the throws that he made. Did he change his role at all going into this week? And is his role somewhat impacted by Matt's availability?
It makes you feel good that you got three good freshman quarterbacks. I mean, he had to look at his eye when he was out there. He made the throws. He kept it on fourth down and went and got a first down. He made a really good throw to Jaden, another freshman. So I was happy to see him take advantage of his reps when he got in there.
Matt, the 279 rushing yards, what did you see that was working well in the run game? How did y'all get there? What did you think of the Lions' performance?
I thought they played. I mean, just when you watch it, again, there's always things that you can clean up. But I just thought, having some, we had two backs in there with a tight end some, and the ability for the quarterback to run the ball. And, we talked about even from the beginning of the season having to defend all 11 guys. And that's what you saw. When you have to defend all 11, it gets a little bit harder to defend the run or the tight end or the outside receivers, and they get the safeties in the box. So I think that you truly saw maybe them having to defend all 11 guys.
We'll take a question at a time.
Coach Luke, Joe Cook from WAPT down in Jackson. Can you just talk about the impact Jerrion Ealy has had and just what you've seen from these first few weeks? Is he ahead of schedule, or you've been just surprised that this is what you guys expected?
No, it's what you expect, but you don't ever know until they get out there and go do it on these big stages. And you saw him, he caught a little naked route and made a guy miss and get into the end zone, and a couple times he broke free against really good defenses. So the more and more he does that, the more you realize he is special, and will continue to get better and better. But he's definitely making an impact in the game, and people are having to account for him.
He'll come back down.
Back to Grant, with the 4 games, is there a plan to kind of try to redshirt him, or does that depend on Matt's availability?
Yeah, I think it all depends. I think it does give us some flexibility. If I wanted to see him go in there and throw the ball some at the end of the game, to see, just to let him go out there and operate some. So I thought that was important. So he got some reps under his belt. The 4-game rule does give you a little flexibility with that.
Matt, you were asked about Jerrion Ealy, but if you would, could you expound on, you guys are playing a lot of true freshmen from that 2019 class. They've been on campus now several months. Your thoughts on what that 19 class is doing? And I know some of that's by necessity.
Yeah, no, some of it is by necessity, but it's a very, very talented class, and I think that's the exciting part that you want to build on, because these guys are just going to continue to get better. But you also have a lot of seniors that want to win right now. That's what I was saying after the game. That's the frustration. You know the future's bright. We're coming, but we want to win right now. These guys have been through a bunch, and we want to give the fan base something to be excited about and go win right now. That's why this is a huge game on Saturday. And I think that's the fun part about being in the Southeastern Conference, is each week there's a new challenge. You got to try to find a way to put these young guys in position to go win football games.
Matt, Patrick Lucas specifically looked like his playing time had continually increased.
Yeah.
What had he done to put himself in that position?
He's a big, physical, athletic guy, and playing in that 3-4 scheme, he was a good fit for it. His effort was really good, and he got in. He didn't play against Memphis, but played some against Arkansas, and it really just kept improving. And he was another one of those young guys that has a bright future. It's just disappointing that it happened, because he was really, really starting to come on. But if there is a positive, he had some learning and some experience under his belt. We'll get him fixed, and he'll have 4 years left.
Man, you mentioned Ryder Anderson. What was his injury?
He had an ankle sprain and a knee injury that he's going to have operated on. Not ACL, it's a meniscus. but he has that operating.
Any more questions, Coach? All right, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Well, Coach McIntyre, in just a moment,